Let's not waste any time and just get right into this. Vegeta's Ultra Ego transformation and his whole follow up afterwards might be as badass or even more badass as the first time Goku went Ultra Instinct against Jiren. Now, if they animate this right, that's God willing that we actually get an anime again for Dragon Ball Super, and if they somewhat follow the manga for this. But if they just animate this just right and gives Vegeta a new theme song, something to go perfect with Ultra Ego, like how Goku had a new song for Ultra Instinct, ooh, I can imagine. I can just imagine the look on the people's faces, man. Let me show you why Ultra Ego was so fucking cool this chapter. Let's jump right into it. The end of the last chapter, we ended it with Vegeta giving a speech and eventually going into his new Ultra Ego form. The start of this chapter is just Vegeta bringing up the intensity from already a 10 to a fucking 20. Because his aura alone is so strong that it's making Granola try to cover up. And as Granola is preparing to fight, Vegeta grabs Granola right by his clothing, brings him up close like he's a little boy to Vegeta. He's just holding him, no fear in his eyes. And Vegeta just plain tells him that his head's gotten too big, it's time to bring you down a peg. Vegeta is about to humble this man. Granola has it in his head that since he made the wish, strongest in the universe, that he's all hot shit. But little does he know the power of two true great Saiyans. Goku, I'm still going to include you in this because you did good. But I think and I want to believe that Vegeta is just going to do much better. Let the fighting continue. Vegeta is just disrespectful. Straight up headbutts Granola, pushes him away, and starts beginning the attack. For a tiny bit, y'all know the Dragon Ball formula, Vegeta starts bullying this man. Granola manages to get one hit on Vegeta, but instead of really being fazed by it this time around, Vegeta's happy. This makes him feel alive as a Saiyan again, almost like he's having a glimpse from the old days where he used to be a ruthless killer warrior. In his own words, the thing is, the hotter my battle soul burns, the stronger I grow. So each attack that Vegeta ends up taking from Granola, no matter the damage, it just makes Vegeta want to fight even more in this state. The disrespect doesn't stop here either because Vegeta takes Granola's head and he just tosses Granola to the old city. If I'm in one of these battle mangas or any type of series like this and do what you want to me, throw hands at me, beat me the fuck up, throw me from my body, I don't care. But don't take me from my head, that's just so disrespectful. Now down by the city, they have a conversation. Vegeta starts filling in Granola about a god of destruction and how the universe has one and how this god of destruction is the one who taught him his power. And he makes it real clear to Granola. He says, not to be confused, he didn't grant me this power. This power is my own. The explanation is enough to make Granola get angry because he doesn't believe that anybody could be stronger than him at this point. He's made a wish after all, and he sacrificed a lot with this wish. So to try to prove that to himself, he blasts one energy beam right at Vegeta. Vegeta straight up takes that fucking blast, man. He takes it like a champ, unfazed, laughs at him. Confusion begins to surround Granola's head because Granola starts throwing more blasts at him, but Vegeta's still not dodging. He's just taking these blasts head on. Why don't you dodge, says Granola. So this isn't like your ally's power-up that makes his body avoid danger? Vegeta turns that shit down. He's like, don't compare my technique with his pathetic technique. Vegeta, come on, man. I know you on top of your ego right here. It is Ultra Ego. But come on, man. You know Ultra Instinct would be fire as fuck if you had it too. This is just as good. I love it. But your pride makes me laugh sometimes, man. Fuck, I just want both of them, man. I'm a greedy motherfucker. But it is the reveal right now of how Vegeta comes up with the name Ultra Ego. He continues to say, Kakarot's body may have a mind of its own, but I'm all ego. In fact, go ahead and call this Ultra Ego. It seems Ultra Ego can defy some things, because earlier in the chapter, Granola uses a shield and Vegeta can't penetrate through it. This time around, when he's ready, he takes a crouching running start, dashes and takes a drop kick right through the shield and kicks Granola right in the fucking face. Oh, Granola's getting real angry at the moment too. He's angry because this isn't even Frieza, the main target that he wants. Vegeta has to explain to him once and for all, let him know at least the truth. That just like the Cerealians were pushed to extinction by Frieza, the same thing happened to the Saiyans. Basically, to cut it short, Vegeta is saying the Saiyans, and it's because of Frieza what he did to Planet Vegeta. He's made not only the Cerealians' lives hell, but the Saiyans too. It's not a good enough explanation for Granola to call off his revenge because he still has a debt to pay to the Saiyans. And I somewhat understand him. At the end of the day, it was the Saiyans who did that to his people, and he can't forgive them for that. But what he also fails to realize is these two Saiyans have nothing to do with it. You can't just label two Saiyans, two people from one entire race as entirely bad. They were just little boys at that point in time. Well, now it's time for this fight to get even more serious. Granola's done talking. He takes off the device from his right eye with his red eye glowing, and Vegeta's ready. Granola doesn't care about the pieces from this old city anymore as he takes a big piece and throws it right at Vegeta again. Vegeta is even surprised. He's like, "You're willing to destroy this old city now? Okay." I absolutely love it how Vegeta's armor is starting to break down into pieces in this battle. He just takes the remaining pieces and tosses it aside, and he looks so much cooler like this, all damaged up, and he takes a couple more shots from Granola, and he's really bleeding, man. He looks at his hand, there's blood in his hand, but he doesn't give a shit. This is exciting Vegeta right now. He says, let's keep this up. I can grow even stronger. But in a change of events, Granola throws a beam at Vegeta, and Vegeta doesn't take it full on this time. He actually dodges it. So Granola taunts him, saying, "Are you hitting your limits at last?" Maybe Vegeta is at this point. Cutting back to Goku right by the river. Goku gets up. He's looking at the battle, and he can't be on the sidelines. He can't take this. You know, this is killing Goku deep down. So he takes his hand, and we see this move not too often. Maybe in the earlier manga he has, but I haven't read too much of the Dragon Ball Z manga or the early Super manga. But he takes his hand and he heals himself. He starts trying to heal his body. Now, this is a severe wound, or at least it looks like a severe wound, so it might take a little bit for him to get back into action. And even when he's back into action, I'm sure he's not going to be at 100%, nowhere near 100%. Right back to more blast. Vegeta is taking more head on, and this is taking a really bad toll on his body. He says it himself, I've taken far too much damage. Vegeta, we all think this is really cool, man. This is really dope that you're just taking on these blasts like a badass, but at the same time, come on, man. We know that it's hurting you. His vision is starting to blur at this point. At least dodge just a little bit more, man. Just, if you're going to make it badass, dodge a little bit more. The battle looks like it's almost at its climax, and Granola looks in far better shape than Vegeta does right now. Both are charging up for an attack. Granola has his hands positions like a bow and arrow like the last time, and Vegeta, he has his hands up in the air and he makes a big ball of energy. Vegeta's going for the kill and beyond. And Vegeta's cocky. He throws it thinking that this is the end. This is going to be it to destroy this guy once and for all. But Granola uses his ace card. He had the one red eye from his people, but now he has another red eye. So both eyes are red right now. And he takes this moment and he blows up the big explosion from Vegeta, managing to save himself and probably a lot of people on the planet. Vegeta is shocked and he can't believe what just happened right now. They both thanked each other in this battle for bringing out new limits to their own power. Granola greatly helped Vegeta to reach this new state, and Vegeta greatly helped Granola to reach this new state. Finally, to end the chapter, we go to the heaters, and I want to be honest with you guys, I just don't like the heaters at all. I think they make the chapter boring. Maybe later on they'll be a little bit cooler, but as of now, they're looking for the Dragon Ball. We're going to see what they do with it. I'm not really expecting much to come from it. I'm more involved, obviously, in the battle between Granola and Goku and Vegeta. But we'll see what happens. The Heaters' plan, their great grand plan, is to get these Dragon Balls. But at the same time, they're waiting for everybody to be completely exhausted on that battlefield. That ends this chapter. This is definitely one of my favorite chapters for the Granola arc. Vegeta continues to impress me, as always. I'm really hoping this fight doesn't have a trash ending. I'm hoping it gets resolved in a great way. But I'm also happy that Vegeta didn't get completely bitched out this chapter either. I'm sure a lot of Vegeta fans were very pleased when they read this chapter when it came out. But thank you for watching as always. Like and sub. I'm going to see you guys on the next chapter. I can't wait.